Hello kiddos, Mr. G here. How's everyone doing? So you're watching this video right now to learn a little bit about our daily 5. The daily 5 is something that we're going to do every single week, and we're going to do it to read and write. But at the beginning of the year, I hope everything's going alright. We're going to take it easy and go ahead and start with only 3 things. We're going to start with our 3 reading centers. So we'll be doing these every single week, okay? And the 3 reading centers are going to be 1. Read to self.
2.
Read to others or a partner. And
3
is going to be listen to reading. Oh, hello again. So, like I said, the first center that we're going to talk about is reading to yourself. So when you're reading to yourself, obviously you're going to be by yourself. First thing you're going to want to do is find yourself a comfortable spot. If you're reading in a chair that's not very comfortable, you're probably not going to be learning a lot. So you want to get a beanbag, you want to get a comfy chair, find a nice spot. The next thing you're going to want to do is pick a book that works for you. So how are we going to do that? We're going to look at the first page, and if there's, say, 2 words that you can't read in that whole page, that will probably be okay. If there's 3 or 4 words, that book should be alright. But if there's more than that, you probably don't want to pick that book. I'll be giving you a letter that's going to tell you what kind of books you can read, and you'll be using that to make sure that the books are just right so that you can keep learning. Alright, second center it's time to talk about. This center is going to be reading to others or reading with a partner. Sometimes you'll do it with a partner of 2, sometimes you'll do it in groups of 3. So, in this center, what you're going to be doing, once again, find a comfortable spot. Work with your group so you can find a good book that's going to work for you and that you can read to your other partner. Sometimes you guys will really read together, sometimes you guys are going to be one person reading, one person listening. When you're doing this, make sure that you're stopping and thinking, okay? This is a social time, which means you guys are going to be able to talk to each other, all right? It's not just about reading quietly by yourself. You're going to be talking. If you have a question, you could stop and say, hey, did you catch what was happening there? Do you know what's going on? And your partner could answer. So you guys are going to be helping each other understand the text. The only thing, though, is if you're sitting right next to each other and reading, then it'll probably help if you're not very loud. So just keep your voices quiet because you're sitting right next to each other, and that way everyone can learn. Thank you. All right, third and last center we're going to be talking about today is listening to reading. This one's kind of nice. You guys are going to kind of get a break too. I know you're already sitting and relaxing, but this time you don't even have to read the words. You're just going to be listening on headphones. All right? So there's books that you can follow along with for some of these, and other times you can just listen, okay? We have tapes, we have CDs, and there's also going to be iPads and computers that you've already seen around our classroom that you can use. My only thing is to try to make sure that you stay on the websites that I've said are alright. So you have Epic Books, you have Reading A to Z. We'll talk a little bit more about these things, but make sure you stay there. When you're listening to your reading, make sure that you are able to comprehend what you read. What does that mean? Make sure that at the end of the whole book or the whole tape, you stop and think, do I remember what I read? And then you have a reading journal where you can even write down a little response. You can write down if you have any questions, and then you can ask me later, and that way we keep on learning. I hope you had a great time learning about our 3 reading centers, which are reading to yourself, reading to others or partners, and listening to reading. We'll be going over more about these as the year goes on. If you have a question, feel free to write it down, raise your hand, ask me, and we'll make sure to let you know what's going on with that. Any other questions, let me know. Thanks for watching.